Hello again and welcome to another Cooking with Nina. And this Sunday is very special. We're making kavurma and shapska salad, and we have some awesome wines that we paired with it. And today is very special because we're doing it together in benefit for Shade Tree. If you guys know, Shade Tree is a great organization that helps benefit women who are abused and finding shelter for them, for children, for pets. So we're very happy that we could participate in this with Secret Burger, of course. And yeah, I'm really excited. Kavurma is a traditional Bulgarian stew, and you can do it with pork, you can do it with chicken, you can do it with fish as well. And the two options that we had available for this cooking class is with pork and with chicken. So most of the people bought the pork kavurma, and we prepare it on the skillet, and then we transfer it in this awesome Bulgarian clay pot. You guys have done our Thracian clay pot before in one of the cooking classes, and this one's really nice and big, and this is probably going to be one of your favorite cooking vessels for the fall and the winter. You can make so many different types of stews, not just Bulgarian style stews, but all different varieties. And yeah, we're going to get started. It's going to be a really fun class today, and then I'll post all the ingredients on the comments below so you guys know the exact measurements if you guys want to recreate it again. Everybody got their kit for this one. I'm just going to turn up my heat on the skillet. We have our pork or chicken. I'm just going to do the pork one today. If you do have the chicken one, it's very similar process, just a little bit shorter cooking time with the meat. We have these beautiful green peppers, red peppers, all these different ingredients. When they come together, they're just going to make a beautiful, colorful, rich stew, but it's still light, so you can have this in the summertime when the weather is a little bit warmer. We've been having fantastic weather here. Now, instead of 145 degrees, we've gone down to like about 100, so that's really good. We're all happy about that, as long as that there's no wind. And yeah, so we'll get started. Let's see. If you have your cooking oil, what are you laughing at, Peter? And hello to everybody joining in. I hope our people starting to come on. Got a few?
Secret Burger says hi.
Oh, hi. Hi, Secret Burger. All right, so we're just going to add some oil to our pan. Get that going. I'm kind of liberal with that. We'll get our olive oil ready too. And you're going to take your pork, get that ready, and we're just going to add it to our skillet. We're going to wait a little bit. This thing is not completely heated up just yet. We'll get all of our other ingredients ready to go. We have tomato puree. We have beautiful paprika, the garden savory, which we've used a lot in a lot of the other dishes, some black pepper, some salt, about half a cup of white wine, and then also match it with half a cup of water, some fresh garlic, everything's running slow today, including myself, so just bear with me. More peppers. Some sliced onions. Mushrooms. Okay, we're starting to. So when you do the meat, the whole point is to just get it cooked on the outside. You're going to want it to be raw on the inside because it's going to finish cooking in the clay pot when you put it in the oven. So if you haven't done so already, just preheat your oven to about 400 125 degrees. And we're gonna cook all of this together for about 20-25 minutes. And then you'll start getting all the flavor. In the meantime, we have some awesome wines that you guys got in some of your kits, the Choo Choo Pecorino. It's a beautiful white wine, really nice for now as we're transitioning into the fall season. And then the Banshee Pinot Noir. This is actually one of the Foley Estate wines, so VGK. And we have that on our menu here, so a lot of people have been ordering this wine. And then we also do retail, so the Banshee is $25 in our retail shop, and then the white wine is $22. And I'll put that along with some tasting notes in the comments. Okay, so now we're starting. So we want to cook down the meat just to release all of the flavors. And you can see it's starting to brown a little bit. So we've been having a lot of fun with the cook at home and then the live brunches here, and we're going to be doing one in the next couple weeks. And then I'm also really excited because we're going to do one on November 1st, which is Dia de los Muertos. So we're partnering up with Dobel Tequila, and we're going to do some awesome mezcal cocktails, tequila cocktails, and we're going to do a fun kind of interactive experience here while still doing the social distancing and maintaining that. And our chef Julio Nicolas is putting together an awesome menu. We're going to have a face painter here doing all of the different designs and some live music as well. So we're really, really excited about that. And Bree, if you're watching, hey, Bree's going to be our mixologist, and she's actually the brand ambassador for Dobel, so she's going to be guiding us through all of that then. And thank you to everyone that came to the last brunch, the special surprise. So with the live in-house brunches, we've been doing like special surprise elements so that you don't get to experience at home necessarily. So the last one, actually, the owner of the farm that we get our caviar from sent us a small amount of a beluga hybrid caviar, which is really special, as you know, like a congratulations and to share with our clients for the special day. So that was really fun. We also had some live music then, and just some cool people. And of course, here I got the gentlemen from Event Capture. They've been really amazing. They've been helping us do all these classes and making everything look super awesome, and also probably making it a lot easier for you guys to follow along at home too. All right, so that's finally doing what it needs to. So next we're gonna add our red and our green peppers. We're just going to want to soften them a little bit. And once they cook in the stew, everything, like the peppers will start falling apart, and it'll just be so good. So many flavors. And I'm excited that we can share these, you know, more Bulgarian style dishes, and then a lot of you have been saying that you've been trying different other variations in the clay pot and, you know, kind of tweaking it, and it's turning out really good. I'm wondering if Jolene's going to try the gumbo in the clay pot. Okay. Then we're just going to add our onions. And it's been nice. This is probably, last week was probably one of the first weeks that we were busy throughout the whole week, which is amazing. It's been so fun coming into work and seeing people, you know, and just lively, fun crowd of people. You know, so almost feels like it was before, you know, quarantine and all the different things. So, and the weather's been so nice, so people have been sitting on the patio. The next phase of what we do here is going to be the patio area. We're going to make it a little bit more closed off, so you're not looking out at the awesome parking lot, and you have a little bit more privacy. You don't have the headlights blaring in your face. So that'll be nice. We're creating a little garden oasis, garden bohemian oasis outside of Forte. Okay. So once our onions are kind of softened up a little bit, clarified, we're going to add our mushrooms. So you're going to have a nice stew today for your family. If you want to share it with friends, great. You're going to have a lot of delicious meals throughout the day and some leftovers. And this is great in the morning too. If you want to take some of the stew and crack some eggs, you can make a nice omelet with it as well. And also, guys, too, we have the comments open. If you're not watching live, or if you see this later on, feel free to reach out and make some suggestions if there's some dishes that you want to see that we haven't done yet. I know now that we're getting into the colder months, we are going to do the goulash, we're going to do the stroganoff ragu. Those are like, yeah, those are like the house favorites here, so we'll do those. And I'll figure out, because the last time we had electric burners here, which was probably not the best idea. It wasn't the best idea because it kept tripping the power. So next time I'll get the butane burners so that we can all cook better together with that. But definitely the stroganoff ragu is one of the things. And then we do that with the wild mushroom dumplings, so you'll get to learn how to make those. That smells so good. Okay, so we're gonna let that cook down a little bit. Just get a little more softened up. And then I'll talk also, again, I mentioned these wines, but I'll post this menu on our website. This has all of our different wines that we have available here at Forte for your table, or if you wanted to take them home, retail or by the glass. We have them broken down in 3 different price groups, so you can see and yeah, have access to that. And then we just recently launched, well, we have our little boarding pass specials menu, because we want to take you from USA to Europe with all of our different fun dishes that we're doing. And then we do have what we call a Triple C happy hour, and that's charcuterie, cheese, and caviar. So we have a couple different options. One of the famous dishes that we do here, and that we did for one of the classes for the brunch last week or a couple weeks ago, is the Noble Pie. So you get a Russian Osetra caviar flatbread with a bottle of Deutz Rosé for like $55, and I think that's amazing. And that's from 4 to 7 o'clock. We do a secret service with caviar and blinis that we make in-house, creme fraiche, different accoutrements, and that comes with champagne. So if you're sharing that with 4 people, everybody gets a glass of champagne. We do the truffle flatbread, and then we're doing a bump and a shot. So you get a bump of caviar, like on a little spoon, and a shot of Neft vodka for like 15 bucks. I think that's pretty nice. And then the final one is bottles and boards. So we have a weekly selection of different charcuterie and cheeses, and then we pair it with different wines that you can choose from. So it's like 3 or 4 different cheeses, 3 or 4 different meats with all the different fixings, and then you get to choose from different champagne or a bottle of wine for the weekly selection. That way you get to try all these different things, and all the charcuterie, all the cheese, we have it in our retail shop, so then you can go and recreate that at home, and all of the wines as well. So that's very exciting. Every day, Tuesday through Saturday from 4 to 7 p.m. And then we are also, starting next week, extending our hours. So Tuesday through Saturday, we're going to be open from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m., which is really nice because I know a lot of people finish work around 6 or 7. Even myself, like if I finish at 8 o'clock, I want to go somewhere, and a lot of places are closing earlier. So we want to extend those hours so you have the option of coming here a little bit later.
Martin says hi.
Hi, Martin. And hopefully, Martin, you guys can come visit soon. And hope you're doing well over there. Okay. So next, we're going to add our tomato puree. That's about half a cup of the tomato puree. We're going to add all of our spices in the mix. The savory, some pepper, and the salt.
Martin's trying for February.
February? Okay. I mean, that's right around the corner, so that's great. And hopefully everybody on the West Coast with all the fires, hope everybody's okay or staying safe or trying to. It's terrible, and California, it's getting hit the last couple months, so a couple months, couple years with all the fires. That smells good. And Martin, I think Radosveta actually suggested doing this for one of the shows too. So this is the variation we do at Forte. Our chef Gabby introduced us to this, and it's been really, really popular. But we just do it in the little clay pots. Okay. That all mixed in, and then we're going to add our white wine and our water. So it's about half a cup of the white wine, and the same with the water. And this will help cook everything down and help it not burn while it's in the oven. And you can check on it if it starts to if the water starts to evaporate a little bit too quickly, you can check it during the cooking process and add more if you need to. And then the final one, we're going to add our fresh garlic. And we'll just let that cook just a little bit more. So you can see a lot of these dishes, they have very Eastern European names and maybe hard to pronounce, but it's nice when you get to see everything come together that it's not too crazy or unapproachable. Okay. I have our big clay pot. And so nice, a lot of different colors. Tried to get different ones so everybody that picked up had a choice. Let's see if I can even frickin' do this. Do a little closer. So we're just going to transfer our stew over to the clay pot. And then once all this cooks, I mean, the meat's just going to melt. I think the ticket said for 2 people. This is like a hefty amount for 2 people, so we like to give you a little bit extra. And then once this cooks in the oven too, it's gonna all reduce kind of down and get a little bit on the bottom. Okay, turn this off. Yeah, and we'll be right back. I'm gonna pop this in the oven, and then we'll go on to the shopska salad. Okay, so we pop the clay pot inside of the oven. It's going to take about 25 minutes to cook it. I also popped a little one in so we can just show you what it's supposed to look like once it comes out. That way you guys can just have your time to enjoy the process. But we have our shopska salad. We've done a different version of it before. I think it was for Mother's Day. My mom was actually making it. There's a lot of different ways to cut the veggies. I'm going to show you how we do it here at Forte. So we'll show you how we do our salad here. So we have our tomato. The field tomatoes are still amazing. It's a great season for them. So juicy. You can see beautiful red, pink color. And I like these a lot. They're coming out of California. So I just cut them into nice wedges. You can peel them also, if you like.
Samantha says that's her favorite salad.
Oh yeah, Sam, this is one of my favorites too. And I'm glad you got the kit. The tomatoes are awesome right now. We'll put them in our bowl. We have some fresh green onion. I just like to chop these. And you can do as little as you want or add more. But I usually put about 3. Okay. All right. And I'm raving about these tomatoes because the best thing is, my favorite thing is the way that the tomatoes smell. And we try to get the best products here because when you eat a tomato or you eat a cucumber, these different herbs, you want to actually taste what they taste like and smell what they smell like and not have to use a lot of dressings or other things to bring out the flavor. And all we do to dress this salad is some olive oil and kosher salt. And slice our cucumbers. Put those in. And then we have fresh parsley. And we do it finer chop here at the restaurant. I like it a little bit more coarse. And we're going to leave a little bit of parsley on the side because that's how we'll garnish our kavurma. I'll take this, put in there. And the stems too. The stems have a lot of flavor in them. And then we have our roasted peppers. I just included the green ones, but you can do all different colors if you want, make it even more colorful. The green peppers have a nice flavor to them. Just like a little bit of, just like a pinch of salt, because the feta cheese has some salty flavor to it, so you don't want to overdo it. And just a little bit of olive oil. And you mix it all together. Put it on our plate. And see all the beautiful, vibrant colors. And then I like to use this bigger grater and just grate on the top. That's beautiful. Then we have our beautiful shopska salad. And all of these things come together and it's just really, really tasty. You can take a little bit of the parsley, put it on top. And then many other variations if you want, add some olives to it, add fresh peppers if you like, but this is the traditional Bulgarian style for the shopska. And I'm gonna pull one of the clay pots out so we can see what it looks like after it's cooked. and I will be right back. And Martin said my trigger word, which is rakia, so I got thirsty. So cheers to you, Martin. Rakia and shopska salad, they are the best couple to exist. So we have I made a little clay pot just so you guys can see, and then you can have the rest of the time for your process. The smaller the clay pot, obviously, the smaller amount of time it takes to cook. So you can kind of see in there, all the veggies have kind of broken down. They've gotten super soft, and you have this great stew. And the pork is super, super tender. This is by far one of my favorite things. It's so rich, so many great flavors, and you know, get your loaf of bread ready because this is definitely something that you want to like soak up with some nice bread. Speaking of bread, we actually are making bread here in house too. We have a couple of different kinds. We have, we specialize mostly in Eastern European style bread. So we have a white bread, we have a couple different wheat and rye varieties, and pumpernickel. So all of those are fresh baked every day. We bake them and put them out around 12 o'clock. And then once they sell out, they sell out. So if you do want to reserve yours, you can just shoot us a message or call in the restaurant and tell us what you need. We're also doing Spanish style baguettes too. So we have that available every day, Tuesday through Saturday, as well as this dish. This is on our specials menu, and we're going to keep it going as long as people keep ordering. And this has been one of the really popular items. And we actually pair this with a fresh made pitka. And pitka is just another word for like a flatbread. So we take our fresh dough and we put it on the grill, and it starts puffing up, and it's a fresh made bread right to order with your clay pot. And then if you wanted to, you have our parsley, dress it, and you have a beautiful combination. All these dishes go great together. If you have some rakia, cheers, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.